What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on MicroProFishing. I just wanted to welcome you guys to the first episode of a new series that we're going to be doing. This series is going to be a huge shout out to Larry and the drive that he has for going out and fishing constantly all the time. Basically, this series is going to be following him on a bunch of pond hopping adventures in the morning before he goes to work, on his lunch, after work, whatever. Anything he records and sends me, this series is going to be all about that. And we're going to have roughly 10-minute videos, and we're going to feature him every time I get enough footage to make a 10-minute video. So I hope you guys enjoy this. We're going to jump right into it right after the intro, and I hope you guys enjoy our new series, 10 Minutes of Trippin'.
What's going on, MicroPro fans? Another lovely morning out here at the beautiful Fremont Canal before work. The water is a sheet of glass. I've never seen it this calm out here before, and I mean never. Usually you can see the current moving, but now I'm not seeing no movement in the water. So that interests me. But every morning when I go fishing, I like to start out on the top water, because if you haven't had a fish blow up on the top water lure, you're missing out. I'm starting out today with a little wake bait. I don't know if you can see it out there, but it moves like ½ inch under the water, if even there. Remember what I said, you want to change your pattern. This one, I tried the old chuck and one method. Now I'm gonna try real pause. There's a lot of lures that I'm still not confident with. I've only ever caught a topwater fish on a frog and a popper, and I really want to catch another one. Last time I fished this lure out here, I was having followers. I ain't getting nothing this time. So I'm about to put this lure up. I might try a white spinnerbait. So I wasn't recording, but I hooked a smallmouth in the face. Top of the mouth, always where you want to hook his ass. If I can get another one before I go to work. Right now I'm throwing the Ned head. I got a 20-pound braid to a Alberto knot. So much for tying on a spinnerbait. Come on, sucker. Good morning. We back out here, Fremont Canal. Got 4 rods, 4 reels, a goodie bag, and we're hopefully gonna catch some fish for you this morning. And when I say we, it's another solo adventure with your boy, Trippin. So let's see what we can do. This morning I'm gonna start off with the Strike King. I don't know if this is the bleeding shad or if this is just the bleeding white. I got a white bandito bug going sideways for some crazy action. The spot where I like to fish has rock and grass, and it gets pretty deep. So there is usually fish here. I don't always catch them. I was here yesterday morning, as you saw, for a little bit, and right under there, under the ledge where the rocks end, where the grass starts, there was a pretty big smallmouth down there. It's just spinning too fast. I just got short struck, like 2 feet off the bank. It's a little windier than it was yesterday, so sorry for the wind noise. You can't stress this enough. Until you figure out, establish a pattern Keep changing up your retrieve. It's time for throw the Ned head. Put in the comments where you like to fish your Ned heads. If you fish Ned heads, do you like chunk rock? Do you prefer gravel? Do you prefer weed lines? And then also tell me how you work it. Do you crawl it, slow roll it off the bottom? Do you hop it off the bottom? This weather's been changing a lot. It's been cold yesterday and it's cold again this morning. So it's probably is affecting. I know you guys hear that whine. DC Corrado time. Psych. I'm throwing SLX. Ryan's got my Corrado at his house on my halfling. So I just made a last cast. I don't know why, but I feel like I might catch something. I'm either gonna cast something or lose my spinnerbait. What's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Trippin again. Another solo mission at the canal before work. Today I'm starting off with the crankbait. It's the Axis 2.0 by 6 cents. I already found grass. Out here, I haven't really caught a fish on red yet. I keep trying because I hear that could be some of the best fishing. So many colors. I just caught my first fish out here on white the other day, yesterday. Also out here on this lake, well, it's a canal. It's not even really a lake. On the other side of that second bridge down there, that's the start of Lake Union. And all the way down over there, you can't see it, but it's the Ballard Locks. And if you don't know what the locks are, it's an area where you can go from the saltwater, Puget Sound. You go into this little area and the water raises you up until you get, I don't know how high up you have to get, but then the locks open back up and then you're on the freshwater side. This little stretch is a no wake zone. It's a little chilly this morning. Last time it was chilly, it really affected my fishing. But I would hope to think I know how to catch one. Yes, I know you have to move, but I don't really have a whole lot of time to be walking the bank. I fish this stretch a lot because it's deep and it's got rock and grass. I know a lot of the stretch down that way over there is shallow, and I know a lot of that stretch is shallow until you get like under the bridge, but then the current is so crazy through there, I always just snag up and lose a ton of gear down there. If I don't get nothing on the spinnerbait, I'm gonna try me the Ned head, and if that doesn't work, I'm gonna put on a weightless Senko. If I have one with me. I was telling CD and Ryan yesterday that I've never caught a big fish out of here, but there has to be. There can't be so many small fish and bait fish out here and no big fish? Come on now. Where does that make sense? It doesn't. I'm on. This is why you use a stinger hook, boys and girls. Of course, I left my scale here yesterday and it's not here, so I can't weigh it, but it is pretty chunky. It's a little fat bitch. She's a heifer. Look at that gut. Let's go, boys and girls. That's what I'm talking about. I come out here, yeah, that wasn't a giant, but that's probably close to a pound. One time I don't have my scale, and that hit as soon as it hit the water. Like, it hit the water, I reeled up so the bell would close, or whatever it's called on a bait caster, and my rod started dancing. That fish was bigger than the largemouth that I caught yesterday, and that fish was 12 ounces. That's super annoying. I had just turned the camera off. I made that next cast and I hooked up. I wanted to be rolling the whole time so y'all could see the hookups, but I mean, it is what it is. Y'all saw me catch and land the fish. So I mean, that's like an important part. I even risked possibly losing the fish just so I could get the camera back on. If any of you guys fished a spinnerbait off the bottom, I'm gonna try that. I want to see what that's like. I still want to catch that big smallmouth that I seen the other day down over there. I'm really surprised I don't catch more fish doing this, because there's a point, there's drop off, there's rocks, there's grass. I can't stress it enough. You know, all the professionals say, if you find the grass, you'll find the bass. But I always find grass. I don't always find bass. I'm about to switch to the Ned. That wasn't a pattern, that was just one. Let me try something though. I had a little follower on that last cast. So, I found my scale. I did not leave it here like I originally thought. I remember where I put it yesterday. I put it in my 6 cents bag over there. I remember putting it in there yesterday now because I didn't want to keep putting it in my pocket because I might have dropped it out of my pocket. What's wrong with my, there we go. I don't think I'm gonna get anything else before I go to work. I just felt like I had to update you and let you know I did not forget my scale. But if I do, I'll click y'all back on. But until tomorrow morning, tight lines. Blowing up the fishing spot with their shit-ass rowing. Fucking pricks. Have fun with that one, CD or Ryan.